TTR here. We got the reddening done and all the things that needed to be red. And what I did was primered it with the white, and it was a really bad white job because all I needed was that white so that the red will catch. And again, all this stuff looks to me not too good, but that's before I put the soft black wash on it, and it really makes it pop. And then on the edges, probably the lead belchers right here where the dark parts are, just to make it look like for no other reason other than when I used to do coloring books and stuff, I always used to like the lines that outline the picture. And in this case, that's what the soft black wash does. It'll put a nice black line right here to separate the red and the metal, and then to separate on the painting on the model itself here, it's going to probably be the lead belchers to make it look as though it's natural wear and tear, but really it's for my own eye, and I think it looks good. The next step, and I may film it or just tell you about it, is the parchment, the Aquila, and anything else that needs to be like a leather color, the hilt, the handle to the chainsword. And it's going to be a sepia wash, and the sepia wash should do the trick. And if it looks like it needs to be something else done to it, like the ridge lines here, then we'll hit that or dry brush the raised areas with a bleached bone. The Aquila should come out pretty good, because what that wash does, it just brings out all the detail, and it sort of darkens the white that's already on there, making it look like a bone, basically a dried up piece of bone that's been out in the weather. And then we're just about all done with these guys as soon as those two things are accomplished. What I did a while ago is the eyeballs, the eye lenses. If you can tell here, there's and it was really simple and easy. It was everything comes great in threes, guys. But I did have to primer you saw that I blackened the eye. I jammed it with some white so I can get the colors. Then it was a dark red, bright red, and then an orange to get that little dot there. Oops. And so you can see I did both sides. Oops, let it focus in a little bit. Both sides. And it looks really nice. The only thing I didn't do is put that dot of white, because to be honest, it looked fine. And there was over paint, meaning that some of that red got on the top of his helmet, bottom of the helmet. But that, no one's perfect, and that's why they make erasers. That's why they make white ink for the guys that do black illustrations. So I went ahead and touched it up with the Caliban green on the parts that I over painted, and it you can't tell. It just looks really good. So anyways, that's it for now. I'll do another update in a few as soon as I get them done. Thanks. Hey boys and girls, Martin with TTR, Tabletop Ready Miniatures. And I want to show you the progress on this. The Aquila, the white. You guys saw that it was primered white with just regular paint. No big deal. And then I washed it and then dry brushed it with the bleached bone. In this case, the bleached bone I used was just an off-white that I bought at a Walmart. Otherwise, I would have used bleached bone, but my bleached bone got dried out, so I resorted to this because I don't have a hobby store near me. It doesn't look bad, and the parchment's the same way. It was white, washed, and then dry brushed a little. just to get that parchment feel to it. I like the way these Aquilas look. There's a detail to it, plus it's white, and it gives it a different look, almost like stone. And anyways, and I noticed that in the books and the codexes that they're pure white, but I sort of don't like that. But I will do that on this guy's shoulder pad with that Dark Angel insignia. So anyways, what I've done now is I've went and prepared the parts that are going to be gold. Whoops, see if this will focus in here. And what I've done is everything comes in threes, like I said. So the belt buckle there, I treated it with Calthan Brown. Now Calthan Brown, for whatever reason, is a good primer for metal. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go right over the top with the gold, and after that wash it with the same wash that I use for the parchment, and that'll make it bling. It won't be too shiny, and it definitely won't be too dull. It'll look just right. And anyways, when I get that done, I'll let you see that as well. And then for this particular group of models, it's just going to be the skin tone for this dude's head, his shoulder pad. I missed the hilt here, not the hilt, but the grip, which I'll get. And then it's basing it, and the base will be super simple. It'll just be some textured sand with Elmer's glue. Elmer's glue first, dip it in the sand, let it dry, and then hand paint that. And usually, I think I mentioned in the last video, what I do is I base all the models first while they're still unprimered, and then I primer it up and I get it done. So that way, at this point, everything's done, and I just need to paint the sand whatever color I'm going to paint it. But in this particular case, I felt like I was behind, and so I jumped on the fun stuff first. Anyways, that's it for this particular one. We'll come back later, let you see the gold, and then soft black wash the models.